Hello student, welcome back to my channel. So today we will discuss here about the next topic of chapter 9, ray optics and optical instrument. So in this chapter today we will discuss about the refracting surface, means refraction through a spherical refracting surface. So here when we discuss about the topic refraction through a spherical refracting surface, refractive surface, so that time we have two type of refracting surfaces. First is our convex surface, convex spherical surface, and second is concave spherical surface. So the side concave and convex are decided along the direction of rarer medium. So see, when we talk about the type of surface, how we will define and how we will say this surface is concave and this surface is convex. See, if suppose here the outer part is shaded, so this is like a concave surface, and here also if I suppose dark their inner part, it becomes convex in nature. Now here we will consider the convex and concave spherical surface on the basis of rarer medium. As I told you, if suppose that surface, their concave surface is toward the rarer medium, so here the refracting surface is our concave refracting surface, and on the other hand, if their convex, this type of outer surface is toward the rarer medium, so that time we can say this refracting surface is our convex refracting surface. Point is clear? Now after that I will discuss here the relationship between the refractive index of two medium. One is rarer medium, other will be denser in both of the cases, and radius of curvature, and also the position of image and object in these two cases. So here I will give you the relationship when the light ray goes from rare to denser medium and denser to rarer medium in this condition. For that I will give you the refraction formula, which is N2 minus N1 over R. One of the formula is here, N2 over V minus N1 over U, and second one is N1 minus N2 over R, it is N1 over V minus N2 over U. So these type of two relation I will give you here. So first I will start from the refraction through a convex spherical surface. So see here, when we discuss about the convex surface, it means that the convex part of the spherical surface is toward the rarer medium. This is a rare medium, and here the light is going from rarer to denser, rarer to denser medium. This is a denser medium. Point clear, student? Now here, for the condition of convex spherical surface, here in this condition, case 1, it means real image case, when the image formed by spherical surface is real. So we are taking this condition here. So for that I will consider the object is placed much far away from pole of spherical surface. Now the name of the spherical surfaces are supposed to be x dash, and object is placed here. I will consider a point object. So when the light ray, and here in this point, because the curvature is toward the right hand side, so here I suppose C is its center of curvature, and on the basis of this C I consider normal on the surface of this spherical reflecting. So here when the object is placed, supposed to be here, at any point O, light ray will come and this object, as you know that it is a point object. As light is going from rare to denser medium, it bend toward the normal. Here C to C dash supposed to be our normal. So light ray should follow this path, but it will not follow this path due to refraction. It bend towards the normal. So in this condition, here suppose I be the image formed by the spherical surface for point object. So it will be also a point object image. So here student, you can see I is our angle of incidence which makes by this normal, and this is, you know that here this is your R, angle of refraction. Now for that, if I suppose alpha be the angle of object with respect to this principal axis which is passes through P, namely supposed to be, suppose here I consider this point surface S to S dash, and this is our X dash to X, and beta is the angle made by the image, and gamma is one of the angle which is made by this perpendicular with the horizontal axis. And I will draw a normal from this point which is supposed to be here M, and MD is the normal on the given horizontal surface, or you can say principal axis. So here now see how we will use here. We will use here Snell's law. For that, N1 and N2 is the refractive index of medium 1, and N2 is the refractive index of medium 2 which is denser. So first see here, if I use some geometrical part, so you can see in triangle M, O and C. In triangle MOC by exterior angle property, this is our exterior angle and this one is the interior. So I will be equals to alpha plus gamma. Is it equation number 1? And second, when we talk about this part, so in triangle M, then you can say here in triangle this is a R. Now here in this triangle you can see in triangle M, C and I. In triangle M, C, I, we will take these two triangle all time, M, C, I, or you can write the name of this triangle M, C, O. It will good for you to remember this M, C, I. In this case, gamma is our exterior angle which is equal to sum of R plus beta. So here the value of R is equal to gamma minus beta. So now after that, this is our second part. Now to prove this relation, I will use here Snell's law. So as you know that N1 rarer medium, N2 is the denser medium, and light is going from rarer to denser. In this condition, I will use sin I over sin R is equals to N2 by N1. Means when the light ray goes from rarer to denser medium, for this condition I will use Snell's law and I will write this relation like this. If aperture, or you can say if the angles are very small, if angles are small, if suppose these angles are small, so sin I goes to I and sin R goes to R. So for that I can write I by R N2 by N1. So by cross multiplication I can write N2 R is equals to N1 of I. Now here we will write the value of R and I from equation number 1 and equation number 2. So see student, N2R is our gamma minus beta, and N1 I is our alpha plus gamma. So for that I will write this relation N2 gamma, or you can write this in this way. See here student, from the diagram you can see alpha, beta, gamma. If I suppose the angles alpha, beta, gamma is supposed to be large, so alpha is equal to tan alpha, and this tan alpha is equal to perpendicular upon base in triangle MOD. So we can write here MD over DO. Point clear student? Now similarly tan beta, it is equals to beta, beta goes to tan beta for this triangle, and for this I will write here MD over DI. Similarly tan gamma, which is equals to gamma, and it is also equals to MD over gamma is the distance of C, so it is equals to TC. And you can add one thing here, as you know that this is the distance of object from pole, it is minus u, and similarly the distance of C from pole R, and similarly the distance of image from pole is equal to V by using sign convention. So here you will put these three value in this equation one by one. N2 in place of gamma, you will put this value MD over DC minus MD over beta DI, N1 MD over D, alpha is here, you can see DO plus MD over in place of gamma, you can see here DC. Here all distances are measured from the point D, but here we can write if the aperture is small, of the spherical surface is small, if the aperture is small, so the point D coincide with the point P, D comma P are coincide, or you can say D coincides with P. So for this condition we will measure all the distances not from point D, we will measure it from the point P. So for that DC is converted into PC, you can see here, and DF is converted into or equals to PF, and DO is equals to PO, and DC is equals to PC. Point clear? And you can see the distances which is in front of you. So after that you can write the all values here itself. Now see, from this part we can write N2. See here you can use this method, MD, MD, MD all are same, and we can take common from this side LHS and RHS and cancel out. So for that we can write this relation in this way. See here N2 1 upon PC minus 1 upon DF, in place of this DF I can write PF is equals to N1 1 upon PO minus 1 upon PC. Point clear? So student, now I will write the value which is in front of you. 1 upon PC is equals to R minus 1 upon PF is equals to F. R is R, F, not here PF. F is given, just wait, beta is equals to, this is I not F, so this is here I, so it is V with positive sign, and N1 PO is equals to minus U minus PC is equals to R. See here, this is positive symbol, So I will write here positive also. So see, now you can shift this part here, n2 minus n1 over r is equals to n2 upon v minus n1 upon u. When I will take this n2 upon v on that side, it will be positive and this remain negative. So I will write this relation like this. So this is the refraction formula when the light goes from rarer to denser medium. And on the other hand, if we take the example of another spherical surface, this condition will same, refraction to denser. So in this condition the formula will remain same. Now here when we take the other condition, when we take another condition in which when the light ray goes from rare to denser and the image here is real, but in another case if the image is virtual, so what will be the formula? So student, remember this point, formula remains same, only the structure of diagram and little bit the calculation will different, but the answer will same. As here, as for virtual image, it is a part of this derivation. In case of convex spherical surface, when the light ray goes from rare to denser medium and the image formed by the surface is virtual, so for this condition we will take the object near to the pole of the spherical surface S to S dash, so that you can see which type of image you will get. So when the light ray go on this direction, supposed to be here C is there, this is our normal, this is the normal, and light ray is going in this direction if supposed to be this medium is not present. So as the light will bend, because light is going from rare to denser medium, so it will bend little bit like this, but when we extend the ray, the image I is formed behind the object, or you can say the same side of the object. So for this condition the image which is obtained is virtual. So for this you can take the value with sign convention sign r, it is our C, and this is supposed to be here minus u, here minus v, and the remaining alpha, beta, gamma when you will discuss. So this is whole angle, your whole angle is our angle of I, and this is a reflection angle, it is to be R, or you can consider this angle on this side also from this part R, and you know that this is our alpha angle, this is gamma part, this is beta part. So here if you will see, in triangle supposed to be M, and again I will draw the perpendicular from this side, diagram just similar to this, M, D, alpha, beta, gamma and all other points. So we can say here angle R by exterior angle property in triangle M I C. In triangle MIC, angle R is equal to angle beta plus gamma, and similarly in triangle M, see here MIC we have done, MOC we can write. So here in triangle MOC, so in triangle MOC you can see MOC. So for this ray the angle is I, and that I will be equal to gamma plus alpha. Angle I is equals to gamma plus alpha. So this is your second equation, and you can derive the relationship for this similarly on same pattern. So for that pause the video and note down. Now for this condition you can see the diagram here, I will continue the topic. So for virtual image, when I will see R is equals to beta plus gamma and I is equals to alpha plus gamma. You can see here I and R by geometrical portion. So here when I will use Snell's law for this condition, and you know that light is again going from denser medium, rarer medium to denser medium. It is a rarer medium, it is a denser medium, refractive index N1, refractive index N2. Every time you can consider the refractive index of denser medium N2 and rarer medium N1. So for that, if I will use Snell's law, sin I over sin R, and again the same condition I will follow. If the angles are very small, so this relation can be written as sin I goes to I and sin R goes to R. So by cross multiplication N2R is equals to N1I. Now here I will substitute the value of R, which is equals to beta plus gamma, and N1 which is equal to I, which is equals to alpha plus gamma. You can see right hand side there, and practice in your notebook. So beta, as you know that beta means 10 beta we are talking, and gamma means 10 gamma. Similarly, you can directly substitute the value in as previous. Beta will be md over, beta is the angle made by the image of the object, which is here virtual, md over di plus gamma md over dc at point C, you can see here, and here also N1 md over do plus md over dc. Now see, md all are equal, so I can take common and cancel out, and you know that as the aperture, since the aperture, or you can say here, if the aperture of spherical surface is small, so for that we will take again same, so for that D coincides with P. Point clear? So we can write the formula here 1 1 1, because after cancellation of this by taking common, I can write this one similarly as previous, Pi plus 1 upon Pc, N1 1 upon Po plus 1 upon Pc. So you can see the diagram and put the value with the sign convention. Pi, image is virtual, so I will write minus b. Pc, it will positive, you can see. N1 Po, it is minus u. Pc, it is positive. So we can arrange the relation N2 minus N1 by adjusting these two over R, by adjusting these two in LHS and remaining RHS. So I will write N2 upon V minus N1 upon U. Point clear, student? So after simplification of this, we can get this relation. This relation is same as the previous, in which we are getting real image. Clear? So these two are the relation. When the light ray goes from rarer to denser medium for the convex surface, or you can say convex refracting surface, and the remaining part we will discuss after this. So pause the video and note down.